How are you again?
I'm good.
Fine.
Oh,
Congrats with bronze medals. Congrats with bronze medals, yes, of this tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, you too. We'll see you. Yeah, thanks. We'll be able to see you.
Goalies are different and they see things differently. What is your perspective on this team?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I don't know if it has anything to do with being a goalie. I've had to learn to watch the game differently than I did when I played, you know, because, you know, I always watched it from the goal out and I would miss a lot. So now, you know, I think that my perspective of this team so far has been, obviously we worked extremely hard. Very, very good work ethic. I thought the coaching staff did a great job of getting our guys to play with a lot of intensity, and it's August. You know, it's difficult sometimes to expect a lot in August, but I think we're going to have a lot of tough decisions because, you know, at the end of the day we have a lot of good players and everybody's working hard. So to make those decisions is going to be very difficult.
The popular question tonight, from what you've seen already, is anyone going to make it to Korea?
Yeah, we'll have guys that are in this team right now that will be in Korea. I don't know how many. But
10, 7, 5.
Yeah, it's hard to know because, you know, at the end of the day, we've got another whole group coming into St. Petersburg, and then we've got the Cariella, we've got the Channel 1, we've got Spengler, so we have enough events to really evaluate, and we're not sure yet if there's anybody in junior, college, NHL guys who are not signed. So until we have a look at everybody we want to see, I can't really say, but I will say that, you know, there's a number of guys on this team that I have a tough time believing won't be in Korea because there's enough good players that we're going to have a lot of these guys.
AHL players and basically anyone who's not played in NHL are usually underestimated. Is that a good or bad thing?
Well, you know, again, I think you have to see who that list is. You know, if you're an AHL player on an AHL contract, you know, there's probably not a lot of those guys that would be better than the players we have. Now, that maybe there's an exception to that. Obviously, in the AHL, there's good players, but those guys aren't the ones that are going to be available to us. So we'll have to see. But again, I'm really confident and proud that we have a lot of good players over here playing, and our decisions are going to be very difficult, and that's good. The tougher it is, the better it is for our team.
American, Russian, and Canadian press say that Penske is going to be the #1 goalie. Is that true?
Well, I think we only have so many goalies at this point available to us. But a #1, I mean, in February to know right now is not possible. You know, what I hope is the same with the rest of the players, that our goalies, the two guys that are here, and then Ben in St. Petersburg all play well, so we have a difficult decision. But at this stage now in August, to know who's the #1 in February, you know, it would be silly to even to say that. I think he's got the most experience, and he's played well here in the KHL. So, you know, if he continues to do that, he'll have a good chance.
Will Brust or Danny Taylor get their chances too?
Well, Danny Taylor signed back in North America, so he won't. At this point, he's not available to us, but he did play very well last year. Rust he's on the outside. You know, right now he wouldn't be, you know, a guy that I think would be ahead of these guys. But he played well for us as well, and he's had good KHL. So we'll keep an eye on him and watch him too.
What was your favorite game?
I think the Russian game was the favorite because of the intensity in the crowd, but I like, other than the third period of the first game against Sochi, where I think, you know, it was obviously our conditioning, guys got a little bit tired. I think out of the 9 periods we played 8 very good periods. So that to me was the most satisfying, was that, you know, our level of play was good right through the whole tournament.
Thank you so much.
Один вопрос от меня, Мог бы Илья Брызгалов усилить штаб сборной Канады, потому что он в России не востребован, и в какой роли штаб?
No one cares about Ilya Brызgalov anywhere in the world. Do you think you can guys give him a job?
You know, I like Brizzy a lot. I had Brizzy in Arizona for a couple of years, and I get along great with him. But I don't have a job for him. I can tell you that. I don't have a job for him. But I'll hang out with him. I'll go to dinner with him. He's a fun guy to hang out with for a night. That's for sure.
Ты про Бен Скринса спросила,
Yeah, I did.
следит